Hey guys, Sam from Manfa's Makes. How are you all? Welcome back to all my returners, and hi to any newbies. It's so great to have you here. Please do stick around a while, and if you like what you see, give me a dummy. They are free. So today I have decided to do an episode of what I call spreading the Yarny love, and that means it is channel shout outs, but I just like to call it spreading the Yarny love because I truly believe in that. There are so many amazing channels here on the YouTube streets that just occasionally I like to go down the list of peeps that I am subscribed to and give a few of them a shout out to hopefully boost their numbers, get them some watch hours, whatever it is that their channel needs. I hope that some of you lovelies who love and support me go over to love and support them and help them out, because all of us in our time here on YouTube have had shout outs and help and support from others, and it is truly lovely to be able to do the same in return. So there is no rhyme or reason for who I am shouting out today. I literally just clicked the link, I clicked the list of people that I am subscribed to, and I just went from the top and just plucked random people that I didn't shout out last time. I'm hopefully going to try and do this at least once a month. I'm not going to commit to it, but I'll do it as close to that as I can. And I just looked back at who I shouted out last month and decided to pick 5 others that weren't last month and are this month, and I'll continue to do that. I am not going to worry about what their numbers are, in the sense of I want to keep doing the smaller channels before the bigger channels, because actually it doesn't matter how many people you have got. It is always lovely to receive more Yarny friends and family. Now, if you can hear background noise, that is because everybody is home. I am actually filming this on a Sunday, so there will be life noises, and I am currently trying to bash my way through my laundry pile while filming, etc. So apologies if you can hear that, but this is real life, guys. And I am going to be in this jumper, this sweater, this hoodie, whatever you want to call it, for the majority of this week's video, because I am batch recording, so it is all filmed on the same day. You are just not seeing it on the same day. Anyway, enough of all of that. Let's get on with the shout outs. So the first lovely lady on my list I picked straight away without even looking at who I'm subscribed to, because she shouted me out in the past week, and one good turn deserves another, right? Now, she didn't shout me out in order to get a shout out back. Please don't misunderstand me. But I just think if someone has taken the time to give me a lovely shout out and to encourage people to come over to my channel, the least I can do is give them a shout out in return. Now, this lady is someone that I watch religiously. I'm just gonna say that when I have the time, I do a binge catch up on her channel, and I really enjoy all of the content that she produces. Now, I will just do a little side note to that and say some of the people I watch are so super talented that they can come up with their own designs and their own patterns. Now, unless I am preparing to get that pattern on my hooks and follow along with them, I do not watch tutorials until I am actively wanting to make it. So those are the videos I kind of skip over and go back to if ever I want to make the featured item. So I will just say that, and that goes across the board for anyone that I am subscribed to. Unless I'm going to be crocheting along with you making the same thing, I do skip over tutorials until I'm ready to make it. So this lady does do tutorials, and I haven't actually made one of her objects yet, so maybe, excuse me, I need to put that on my to-do list. But she just makes me smile. She just makes me happy. I am talking about Erin Crafting Kitty, and that is with a K, both crafting and kitty with a K, all one word. Now, she is currently sat at 2.33k, 2.3 thousand, which is quite a lot, more than me. But you never know. I get newbies come over and discover me all the time, and they may not yet have met the pleasure that is Erin. So if you have not heard of these people that I am shouting out, I will put a link to every single one of them down in my description box. Please feel free to head over, watch a few of their videos, leave a few comments, leave a few thumbs, and subscribe and become a member of their Yarny family, because I only ever shout out people that I watch myself and that I can truly highly recommend. So back to Erin. She has a gorgeous family. She has 2 kiddos that she is absolutely devoted to, who she absolutely adores, and they devote their love and time, and they adore their mummy too. She uses nicknames for the children, especially when they appear sometimes in videos, which I completely love and respect. So Bingo and Chomps, if you ever see this, hey sweethearts, how are you? I hope you're looking after your mummy and your daddy. And Bingo, keep pestering mummy for all those beautiful makes, and you Chomps, because she makes a lot for you guys, and it is always such a pleasure to see what she is making for her precious kiddos. She does amazing yarn hauls, just saying. There is a lot of yarn porn over at Erin's house. She does an amazing weekly roundup. Yeah! And I love that episode. That is my favourite episode of the week from Erin every week. And if I do go live on a Saturday, after I've finished talking to everyone backstage and I'm getting ready for bed and I'm starting to settle down and start thinking about going to sleep, it is Erin's weekly roundup video that I watch every Saturday after my live to just make me happy and settled and soothed before I go to sleep. Now, Erin, if that is creepy or weird, I apologise, but I love it. It is just inbuilt into my routine. I finished my live, I finished chatting to everyone, I'm heading to bed. Time for Erin's weekly roundup. It's just the way it happens. She also does things we're making Thursday. She does Fridays with Fred. Honestly, guys, she has got so much going on over on her channel that if you are not familiar, you are severely missing out, and I highly encourage you head over there. Now, like I said, she's at 2.3k, so I wonder, can we get her closer to 2.5? That would be absolutely amazing. And Erin, if you are watching, please say hi to El Toro, or Brian as he is otherwise known. Please give those gorgeous kiddos a little squeeze from Manfa from across the pond. And just know that I truly do love your channel. You give me so much happiness and joy. And I love that we have a friendship going on these here YouTube streets. So Erin, I love and adore you, and I hope a few of my folks come over and boost your numbers for you. Okay, next we are going to travel all the way to Australia for the next one. We are of course talking about Litza. Her crochet channel is Coco's Crochet, and she is based in Sydney, Australia. Now, Coco was her gorgeous, amazing little doggy who unfortunately we all lost, but most importantly Litza lost a little while ago. That is the explanation for her channel name, because her channel name was named after Coco, her little doggy. But Coco is never far from everyone's thoughts. Everyone still very, very much has Coco in the forefront of their mind, and Litza is doing a fabulous job of keeping Coco's memory alive. But more than that, it is just amazing to watch content from literally the other side of the world. I love it when she takes us out and about to craft fairs that she's entered, or craft shows, events that she's doing and selling stuff at. I love seeing the different yarns that she gets over there, because obviously I have no experience of any of the yarn that you can get from Australia. I do have a smidgy bit of Australian yarn from Aussie Sandy, which I am yet to use, but I just love hearing about yarns that are just so exotic to me. Litza shares lots and lots of wonderful content, her yarn hauls, and man, can that woman shop a bargain sale. My goodness, especially her mill-end bags. She gives us lots of lovely segments like the Ogo series that she's got. Sorry, Litza, I've just had a brain fart on what that segment's called. She gets the Crochet Society box from here in the UK, and she puts out a vote as to which project she should make from that box. Then she tells us what the winner of that vote was, and then comes back and shows us the completed object. So we get a say in that element of her crochet. Litsa also follows along with me for Tile of the Week Thursday, which is absolutely amazing. Litsa, you must be crazy, but I love you for it, to be doing that with me. It has been quite an adventure, but it has been an honour and a privilege to have you along for the ride with me. I really do appreciate that more than you could ever know. Litsa has sent some gorgeous Happy Mail to me in the past, and Litsa, you are high on the list of Happy Mail recipients. It's just when I've got the funds and I'm able to send. But I know she didn't send me stuff to receive stuff. It's just the way I am. What else does she do? She is really starting to explore her amigurumi skills, which is amazing, because that was something that she was a little bit fearful of, but is now wanting to explore a bit deeper, and I'm excited to see that journey for her. But just in general, her makes, her whips, her FOs, her podcasts in particular, I absolutely love. And I love her little mini series that she does. So honestly, there is such a variety of stuff to go and see over there. You truly are missing out. I highly recommend. And Litsa, if you're watching, thank you for being an amazing friend from the other side of the world that supports me in ways that you don't even know you support me in. I am proud to call you friend. And yeah, I hope your channel keeps growing, because she actually is right on my heels. I'm at 1.97, she's at 1.96, so there's only about 10 Yarny family and friends in it between me and Litsa. But even if she was to overtake me, there would be no jealousy, and it would not be a problem, because Litsa's channel needs to grow, it needs to get bigger. And if I can be a small part in making that happen, then I'm going to try my very best. So Litsa, I love you loads. Keep doing what you're doing, and just know that this girl from across the pond thinks an awful lot of you. Okay, next is one of my Yarny sisters. She is an amazing, super talented woman. I have shouted her out fairly regularly, and that is because I believe her channel should be way bigger than it actually is. She is multi-crafty, multi-talented, bi-stitchual. She gets her hands in a lot of pies, guys, and she tries it all. She has had a bit of a rough patch lately, and I just want to give her as much love and support as I can, both outside of YouTube but also within YouTube. She has recently got to the stage where she is fully monetized, and she now has memberships over on her channel. I am, of course, talking about my gorgeous Queen's Crafts by Bridget. So if you are interested in, you know, becoming a member, just becoming a subscriber, Bridget makes it clear that it is not a requirement, but it is a happy bonus for her if you do. But again, no pressure, no enabling, only do what you can do. I am a member to nobody, and I am going to continue that way, because if I start, then I will feel like I have to be a member for everyone I love, and my bank balance just can't afford it, guys. So I am actively making the choice of not being a member to anyone, but I am happy to advertise those that do have memberships, and that is an option for you. Now, like I said, Bridget is bi-stitchual. She can knit and she can crochet, but she can also dye yarn, spin yarn, do all the things with yarn. She can cross stitch, she does Lego building with her husband, she does a bit of painting, she does a bit of sewing, she makes fabulous bags which you can buy. The yarn that she makes you can buy. You're going to have to check her out, guys, because her talents are just completely amazing, and they astound me, and she is inspirational, and she is everything that I want to be when I grow up. Because of course she is my older sister, not by much, but it still counts. And I hope to be just 1% talented as what she is one day. She really is a source of inspiration, not only with her crafty abilities, because she designs her own stuff as well, guys. She has made her own wedding dress. I mean, hello, if that is not impressive, I don't know what is. So yeah, go and see the gorgeous wedding dress that she has made. She shares quite a lot of her life with us, and that is amazing to follow along with. She also does her monthly cauldron winners, and again, if that piques your interest, go and check out what that is about. She is just one of the most beautiful people on this planet. I am honoured to call her friend, but more than that, I am honoured to call her my Yarny sister. I really do love her like she was my sister. We talk outside of YouTube, and she's an amazing person that has had a bit of a rough hand at life, and she needs just a little bit more good luck. So if I can send some of you lovelies over there to support her and love on her, then I am going to do that. Sis, you know there is so much more I could say about you, and that this whole video could just be about you, and several more videos besides, but she knows how I feel about her. I don't have to super gush on her. But again, whips, FOs, yarn hauls, what she's been spinning, bags she's been making, what she's been dyeing, what she's been doing, just in general is fantastic. So if you are not familiar, please go and check out my sissy Bridget. She is at 1.58. So if we could boost her a little bit closer to 2K, that would be absolutely fantastic. So yes, that is Bridget. Go check her out. Sis, if you're watching, I love you. You know I do. Goes without saying. Okay, the next lovely lady is the lovely Julie from KS Mum Crochets. Now, I'm not sure if Julie's monetized or not. I should have done my research a bit better, but I do watch Julie every time she puts content out. Now, Julie only does one or two videos here or there, but when she does a video, she has a lot to show. Honestly, her makes are fantastic. Like, she is a massive source of inspiration to me. Julie loves making amigurumi, and she has some gorgeous amigurumi books that I just drool at every time she features. She has some talent, that lady. She really, really does. She is currently sitting at 1.45k, so I would like to get her up to 1.5 if we can. Now, figures don't matter to Julie at all, but I just want to get her growing and get her bigger, because she needs some more confidence in herself. I honestly think that Julie has no idea how loved and how much we love going to visit and seeing what she's doing, and that she is way better than what she thinks she is. And Julie, if you're watching, keep going, because I just love your podcasts, everything that you do. There is such a variety of makes that Julie does. Of course, the amigurumi, like I've mentioned. She is currently doing some doilies that she's putting in some metal hoops to decorate her background, which is amazing. She does doll dresses. Not big into wearables, but that's okay. Amazing blankets. Honestly, anything that lady turns her hands to is just gorgeous. She does yarn hauls from time to time. She does book looks, which I absolutely adore. Honestly, so much. And when she does a podcast, she has a lot to show every single time. I absolutely love the thing that she's doing at the moment, where she's got two different baskets, and she's got the names of books in these baskets. In one are her older books that she's had in her stash for a while, and one is some of the more recent books that she maybe has bought in the last couple of months. And she is taking it in turns to pick a book from each of these baskets and actually make something from them, which is making her accountable of using her books and her patterns. I absolutely love that idea, and I might just reach out to Julie and see if she minds if I copy her, because it's amazing and I love it, and it would mean that I am getting through my book stash and my pattern stash a bit better as well, because I love my books. I keep buying my books, but I very rarely make things from the books because I get distracted with 1,000,001 other things. Whereas if I had the basket thing and I'm putting myself on camera saying I've got to make it, then, you know, it will help me with making things from my library. So Julie, if you're watching, please, can I please, if you don't want me to copy you, I completely understand. I will do it in a different way. But if you take it as a massive compliment that it's an amazing idea and I want to do it too, and you say yes, that would be amazing. But seriously, I don't mind. If you don't want me to, I completely understand and respect that. I do not want to step on toes. But yes, go and check Julie out. She is just so adorable, and every time I hear her intro, I instantly smile. So yeah, go and check Julie out. She is amazing. And last but certainly not least is my YouTube mummy. Now, my YouTube mummy only recently got monetized, so I want to make sure that she keeps heading upwards, because she needs to be flying through the stars, but her numbers aren't reflecting that. Now, I am biased because she is my YouTube mummy, but she is an awesome, such a kind-hearted, wonderful lady. But she can stick up for herself. Don't you get on the wrong side of Jan. Just a little warning. And I'm only playing, I'm only teasing. She is honestly one of the most genuine, lovely, kind people that I have the pleasure of having in my life. And just like Bridget, I am very close to Jan. I love Jan more than she will ever know. And I don't need to get mushy and gushy too much because Jan does know. But I am, of course, talking about an Alaskan crafter Jan. She is at 1.24k, so she has that lovely buffer, which means that 1k is not going to disappear. But I want her to keep going onwards and upwards. She gets into her all sorts of shenanigans, does Jan. Let me just take a sip of my tea because it's going cold and I don't waste tea. So you are going to see me gulping. It's not ladylike, but let's just say I'm a mother's daughter. Just saying. Love you, Jan. And I say that because Jan doesn't ever want to be known as a lady. Even though we jokingly say, Lady Jan. Oh, goodness gracious. I had more in my cup than I thought. Do apologise. But yeah, it was just on the verge of going cold. And I can't drink cold tea. Ugh. Okay, so that's that done. So back to Jan. She gets herself into all sorts of things. She is currently embroiled in the hooker versus hooker with Laura Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming. And my goodness gracious, is that a who? It is amazing. Now, I will briefly explain, but it is totally their thing. I have nothing to do with it. In recent weeks, people have got confused that it is kind of my thing. It's really not. Basically, I used to feature a magazine on this channel called, oh my God, Simply Crochet. I absolutely forgot then. I had a brain fart. Simply Crochet, UK publication, and there was a segment in that magazine called Hook to Hook. And it was where two designers were given the same yarn and they had to come up with something along the same theme, and people voted which one they preferred. Now, Lala, Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming, she wanted to run with this and do a YouTube version. So she asked and I said, yeah, I don't have time. You run with it. I'm jelly that she's got the time to do it and I don't, because it is absolutely bloody amazing. She roped in Jan. Both of them together have decided to do hooker versus hooker. Now, the YouTube version is there is always Lala and Jan, and then there is a guest podcaster and a guest subscriber who doesn't have content on their channel, and the four of them go head to head with a project that is already predetermined and preset by another guest podcaster and guest subscriber. So the guest podcaster and subscriber, one of them picks the project, one of them picks the colours. You can have 2 to 5 colours. They have to be solid, not variegated. You can have sparkle, but you can only use one shade of each colour unless, for example, they pick green 3 times and you can have 3 different colours of green. So 2 to 5 colours and a project. And then Lala, Jan, another guest podcaster and another guest subscriber, the 4 of them go head to head to make that project that has been picked using the colours that have been picked. And then they make it for the month, and then they come back and reveal what they have made, and there is a vote, and the winner, there is no prizes, it's just bragging rights. But I'm not being funny. Anyone that can say that they kick Lala's ass, that's a big bragging right, in my opinion. So yeah, it is a lot of fun, and if you are interested, please go over to either Lala or Jan's channel and sign up to be either a picker or a contestant or volunteer, whatever word they're using, applicant, to join in, because honestly, I have just been the guest podcaster that picked the project that they have to make for April. So at the end of this month, we will be seeing what amigurumi they have made using the 5 colours that Breezy picked. So can't wait for that. So yeah, hooker versus hooker, that is a major thing that Jan is involved with. There is also Bod Hatapalooza that she's following along with Lala. They are actually Yarny sisters, and they are super, super close, the best of friends, and they love each other dearly, even though they rib each other all the time. Another big thing about hooker versus hooker, you need a thick skin, because if you're going up against Lola, she's going to say a few things that you're not happy with, but you have every right to say some things to say back, because it's all about banter, giving each other a bit of a hard time, but all in love and tongue-in-cheek and a little bit of jest. Jan will also share her yarn hauls, the whips that she's doing, FOs that she's completed. She's taken us out and about before. She lives in Alaska. I mean, it's a beautiful country, so even just for that, go and check her out. But honestly, Jan is just scrummy. I love her to absolute bits. Jan, if you're watching, again, you don't need to be told, you know, but ooh, love you so much. Yeah, so please, guys, I'm very conscious that I've been keeping you now for the best part of half an hour. I don't want to speed through anyone. I don't want to say more about some more than others, because quite frankly, I love each and every one of the people I've shouted out today, hence why I've done it. I watch them myself. I highly recommend, and some of them I am super close to. So please, if you do nothing else today but click on those links of those channels down below and go and check them out, and if you like what you see, you subscribe, leave some comments, watch some videos and leave some thummies. That will make me the happiest Manfa ever, because I just want to spread the Yarny love. We need to build each other up, we need to support each other, we need to have friendship and strong bonds, and we don't need any negativity or tearing of anyone down. So I'm always gonna fight for that, always. Okay, guys, so you've got your homework, you know exactly what you need to do, and if you're already familiar with them, just go and watch one of their videos anyway. Give them a video boost for the day, if that's all you can do. I would really, really appreciate it. But I am going to hop off because I have another video to film for you for this week, and again, I'm in the same jumper, but oh well. And then I am going to enjoy a lovely roast beef dinner cooked for me by the wonderful Mike, because I am actually filming this on Sunday, and it is traditional here in the UK to have a roast dinner on a Sunday. Fun fact if you didn't already know it. So yeah, my belly's getting hungry. You might have heard it rumble a couple of times as well, because I can smell it cooking and it smells wonderful. So I want to get my filming done, I want to get my roast beef dinner in my belly, and then I want to get my crochet hook flying. So please go and check these people out. I love them dearly, and it would just make me so happy if we could give them a little boost. You can tell them that Manfa sent you if you want, but you're not required to. Just as long as you do check some of them out, I would truly appreciate it. Please come back tomorrow, because there is a video that you are not going to want to miss. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But until then, stay safe, be kind, look after one another, get some good quality time in with your loved ones, and get some good quality crafting time in. I will see you in the next one, or around the YouTube streets. Bye guys, love you loads.